Wrong button. Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the morning for June 10th. Wow, June 10th already. Woo! Yay! June is sneaking away. I've almost been in this house for 3 months and I still have boxes everywhere. And I'm at that point of I don't even know what to do with stuff at this point. I have no furniture left to undo, so all that's left is the boxes full of papers. Or, I'd call it jewelry. I don't have a lot of real jewelry. Most of it's costume jewelry.
Yeah.
Or knickknacks that my son made for me when he was growing up, which of course are more valuable than anything else in the world. And I can't give them away, but I don't have a place for them either. But I don't want to buy furniture until I repaint the house. And I don't want to repaint the house until I think about whether or not I'm going to do renovations. And I'm just in this cycle of indecision. I did do one thing which you guys can't see because I haven't set up the camera, but I did come up here and I spent a good part of yesterday taking some of the backgrounds that we used for different conventions and actually putting them up behind me. So when I actually set up the camera, which I set up the camera, and get all that stuff done, I will have a variety of backgrounds.
Oh.
But I'm not doing the camera today because I was going to get up at 4:30, come up here and do my dailies, oops, and take a shower, oops, and hit the gym, oops. And so we're going to settle for I'm up here with the dog and Id. No, but on the good side of that, and good morning, Chris, how are you today? On the good side, it's not even 60 degrees yet. It is delightful here today. So what do I have? I have captains on the ground. Well, I'm going to get that at some point. Undine ships, Terrans on the ground. So nothing real exciting on this account. What have you guys got for the morning?
Let's see.
By the way, it's if you have anything on Nimbus, it's going to be defeat a ground captain on Nimbus today for the Universal. But is it just one? I think it's just the one.
Destroy 5 Terran ships anywhere for 5.
Okay, well.
Anti-proton damage in space for 150,000. And defeat barbed wire on ground for, I think that's 80? Might be 60.
It's probably 60. I don't think there's a lot of 80s. Well, this one is underwhelming. Let me see what else I've got here. I'm going to jump onto the other accounts, so give me a moment. Okay, that's primary. Let's see what's on secondary. Oh, I know what I need to do today.
Got my anti-proton weapons for space.
I'm just looking at doing the Borg Battle Royale right now and going, ugh. So I may wait till this afternoon or this evening and do guillotine and just completely screw up my 20-hour cooldown.
So I was doing Borg Battle Royale, and I was up on my my sniper's perch.
Yeah.
And someone like round 10 actually private messaged me and went, "Wow." I'm like,
Is that your spatial trajectory, or was that?
Yep.
Okay.
No, that's the
Bioessence transfer.
Bioessence. Yeah.
Don't you have to target something up there?
Not if you go into shooter mode.
Oh, okay, fine. I won't have to play with that. All right. So I'm going to play on my other account today. So give me 1 second here. This should magically pop. Oops, wrong button. That button, Mom.
Like that works as well in Operation Wolf.
Where do you go in Operation Wolf, though?
I go up and over.
Up and over what?
So I go up to the mezzanine.
Oh, you can bioessence transfer up there?
Yeah, and then I can get into the shuttle bay before anything's opened.
Oh, okay. I've got Terran ships on this one, and that's about it. But what I really have that's interesting on this one today is I'm at 749 on my endeavors, so with a little bit of luck, I should be able to hit 750 today. Probably could have done it yesterday, but I was at the I just don't care. Destructible torps. That could be an Azure Nebula. That could be some Borgie stuff.
Is it blue shift that we do to go back to the Terran space dock, or is it red shift?
Oh God, I don't remember.
Well, the one where we go back and we have to go down and fight Lita and Mary Janeway. They
Let's see.
actually.
Okay, Redshift is on Jupiter Station. It's the premise of Jupiter Station Showdown.
So that would be blue shift.
Yeah.
So in blue shift, they actually disabled the shooter mode for the bioessence transfer.
Oh, okay.
Yet I can still get up and around up to the mezzanine.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure Bordicus still has nightmares of me.
Oh, I have a few nightmares going on myself related to the game, but that's a different story. And one I'm not going to chat about publicly. Let's just say yesterday was not a good day, and just, what am I doing? What am I doing? Anyway, I do have some Terran ships. You said you have Terran ships.
Yep.
Chris has destructible torpedoes. So, how would you feel about we start with Jupiter Eratus, and then we go off and find some destructible torps for Chris?
Sounds good.
Okay, Chris, you in for that? Chris, any space will do. Alright, we're all teamed up here. This may take a few minutes. Anyway, the rundown for this week, just so everybody knows, is today is defend boss outside Nimbus 3. Wednesday will be any advanced or elite queue, and Friday will be a random TFO. So good week when it comes to universal endeavors. Weeboo?
Weeboo?
On the positive side of life, my boss gave me some patio furniture. Nice, reasonably nice stuff. Definitely aged, a little worn out, but for the moment it's one of those you can sit out in the back patio on the deck and just go. And then the local high school decided to have their all-day drum and bugle competition on Saturday.
Oh, what fun.
Fortunately, it's like a mile and a half away, so what you basically hear in the background is thump, 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 thump. Not the worst thing I've ever heard. But kind of weird. For a while I thought, oh, it's just a train hitting the track, because you get that rhythm when a train hits the track of ba-bump, ba-bump,
Yeah.
ba-bump. And then I realized that's a really big train. So who have we got with us? We have Sabad, who's not wearing any shields for some reason, and Repentress. So let us see how this one goes. Too bad his shield's on now. I mean, there's Brave, and then there's just... What were you thinking?
That was down. Got all my anti-proton damage.
Got 7 of my ships. I would have gotten that ship. Ooh, Chris had to go and kill it for me. Thank you, Chris.
All my ships are done.
How many oh, you had 10, right?
Yep.
Okay, I have 30, that's why. Well, I'm over by Alpha, so I'll start with Alpha.
I'm at Beta.
So I saw an interesting, albeit very brief, YouTube this morning of the Tholian ground weapon.
Mm-hmm.
What weapon is that? It just wiped out like 6 Borgies.
Don't know.
Kind of looked like a reverse suck box. AoE. I'll have to look. I wish people wouldn't come in here and drop their advertisements.
New report. Bam. Next. Bam. Go.
I should
Block
charge
this user.
I should charge them a fee.
Right.
What about your ship, Chris? I wonder. Excelsior 2 Intel. Oh, no, Chris, I said I was going after a ship and you killed it before I could get there. And then I said thank you. Then I said thank you. That's all I said. So my boss had some files on an old external hard drive that he had not touched for 10 plus years, and I think had been sitting in a drawer someplace or on a shelf somewhere. And he decided he wanted to retrieve the files. And after about 3 hours of playing with it at work on Wednesday, I was finally able to get it opened up and found files, but they were, while I could find the file folders, I couldn't get the files to extract. And now all I can get it to do is go click, 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 click. I have no idea what to do at this point. I think it's doomed.
Yeah, either the heads have crashed or the motor has died.
I can hear it spinning.
Or failing.
So it's probably...
Yeah.
It's too bad. don't think there's anything super valuable. I'm sure there's tons of pictures on it, but I've been working on it most of this weekend, which is fine. I mean, it's overtime for sitting here working on it.
I mean, there are ways to recover the data if it's valuable.
I don't know how valuable it is. I know I can take it someplace and they can crack it, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to want to spend that kind of money. And I did suggest, yeah, might want to not do this again. I say that to myself as I'm sitting here looking at all my external hard drives. That probably should get cleaned up. But that's like my house. It should get cleaned up. Alright. I'm on my way, Tilly.
Our Janeway was annoying. Speaking of annoying, did you like the little back door I put in your station?
I've got a bunch of internal 3 1/4 drives I probably need to strip the boards off of and...
Well, I have 2 computers in the garage. One, I think there's nothing worth saving on it, and I should probably just pitch it. And then one that needs to be redone because my husband bent the pins when he was building it. It was a couple $100 to get it fixed, but it would be a nice replacement computer. Alright, where'd you go, Tilly?
Are you kidding me with this? My ship makes me invincible. Give up already.
Oh, that's not good.
Are you kidding me with this? My
Am I taking any damage? No.
invincible. Give up already. Back in a bit. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Let's see. Excuse me.
The Enterprise is going for projector out. Protect the Enterprise. Take them out first.
Good morning, Cliff.
Don't even try.
I like the mycelium thing, except it takes so long to launch it.
The Enterprise is near projector camp.
You know what? I'm done. Are you kidding me with this? My ship makes me invincible. Give up already.
Hydrate, yes, hydration is a good thing. We're going to have to suffer with caffeinated hydration. I'm going to put you down on the ground, evil dog. Well, that got those done. Yay. So back to my question from earlier. There's something about a Tholian ground weapon. And I don't know what it is. Is there a new weapon? I'm just stupid or something. It's
I mean,
not
I know I'm an
promotion.
idiot, but
I mean, was there an event? I know we had a Tholian event not that long ago.
I think that's going to be my only run for right now.
Okay. There's the Tholian Technology Suite. Charge up radiation blast and energy resist. That could be it. Major knockback to 12 minutes, or to 12 enemies in a 90-degree cone. Might have to try that one out. No worries there, It. Let me jump to a different account and see if I've got anything else spacey today. Check on my 2 junior accounts. Caffeine does technically hydrate. Admittedly, caffeine also dehydrates to some extent, but not as much as was once previously thought. Let's see, who do we want to look at? Carl Pla. No, 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 no. I don't want to create a new character. Why does it like to do that? Go. All right. Disruptor damage in space. Well, let's see if we got disruptors on the ship.
Pick up Damar Khan on Starbase 114 and bring him to Starbase.
I have a disruptor on here. 1. That should work. Chris, I'm going to unteam us. And now we're back. So, I've got some disruptor damage in space, and I do believe you've got some torps. Let's see, either hydrated or dehydrated, or both. Dehydrated? Give me a second, I'm going to dehydrate and take some drugs. Drugs, the breakfast of champions, and coffee. Okay. I'll take the coffee over the drugs. Thank you. Let's see. Chris, what would you like to do to get some disruptors? We could try Borgie stuff? Oh, that background sound? That's the hard drive I was telling everybody about a moment ago. I'm going to unplug that there, because that noise is going to get me. Worked on that on and off all of yesterday. Not all of yesterday. Quite a bit of yesterday. It was very annoying. But like I said, the first day I was able to get it to read the files, or see the files, but it wouldn't save them. I was able to download 3 out of 123. No, Chris, I have disruptor to do. You have torpedoes to do, right? So I do think that that's a goner. Hive could do it. Hive's fine with me. It's a very annoying cricket. Click, 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 click. I'm so used to having a solid state drive, which is relatively quiet. Oh, Chris! How would you feel about a guillotine? I'd love to do guillotine.
Well, things keep going. We're going to be erecting a few.
It doesn't have destructible torps. Great. Yeah, I don't delve into the world of what's going on in the political world anymore. It's just like, oh, please, 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 please. I have Onslaught then? Okay. I have Onslaught for now. Let's see how that goes. I'm just... I know I should be more politically aware. I just feel like, grow up, everybody. Take your personal stuff out of it. Take a look at the bigger picture. Bigger picture should involve a lot of improvement on education, encouraging people to succeed for themselves, but helping them. Good morning, fighter. I'm not going to say less coddling, but perhaps a little less coddling. Weeboo? So as I was saying on Saturday night, I took Kel's suggestion and went off to see The Fall Guy.
How was that?
Big, stupid, and fun. It was not deep. It was not intense. It was not over the top with anything. And it kind of hit on every mark. It was a good way to go see a Saturday afternoon movie. My only complaint, I mean, it's a 7 out of 10 movie. It's really enjoyable. It was only $9 for an afternoon movie theater thing, and popcorn was good. Emily Blunt cannot run. But not too many explosions, Cliff. It made you appreciate a quality explosion. The Fall Guy. But in one scene, she has to run up a to a sand dune. She's not even trying to run up the sand dune. And I'm realizing that she can't run. I mean, she's moving quickly. I think part of it is the fact that they had her in an outfit which had fairly tight clothes on it. Not to be sexy, just because. And I got news for you. You can't run when you're wearing tight clothes. It just doesn't work that way. Oh, apparently got my damage. Yay. That was short.
I am eternal. This is not the end.
flame. Weak. Fallible.
That was it. Let's see. Fighter says, I'm here after a nap because I had to work from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. today. Ouch. I can't remember ever working that shift. I've worked 6 to 3. That's typical for me. 7 to 4, something like that. I've worked from midnight to 8 a couple of times for different things. And that's not bad either. And when I was in retail, I'd work like noon to 9. Missing one torp. Seriously. Well, I guess we just have to go do another one. Yeah, this is not the end. The end. Chris, ISA? We are trying to put together a sim for not this upcoming weekend, because apparently that's Father's Day, but the weekend after. And I think we'll set it up and let it run the whole day, so either Lexers or I will be on the whole day, but we need to get some colony provisions for Holy Church of Kirk and for the dipships from Chicago. Unless, of course, people continue to fund it between now and then we won't do it. Weeboo? Weeboo. So Chris said, missing one torp, and Cliff goes, now where'd you leave it last, Chris?
The situation is grim. There's more. Begin by destroying.
Kirk is all-knowing and all-seeing. Well, now that it's all over, I may take some time, Chris, and go back and watch it.
Scanning the nanite transporter. Gone. Additional data available. Sensors
Did you
confirm
get
the
your torp?
transport conduit has been destroyed.
Oh, and I get destroyed as I leave. Great. Great. Someone got it for you. Hey, as long as somebody got it for you. I was off doing one of the patrols, and there was a ton of destructible torps in it, which surprised me. I mean, I know it had torps, but it was just firing them constantly at me. There we go. Now we're back. Alright, let's see what's on the last account, if anything is shootable. That button there, thank you. Good morning, Rasul. Long time. And let's see what this account has got for us. Zenkethi ships in space, Terran ships already did that one, and harvest materials on the ground. Oh no, that can wait. That can so wait. How's life been treating you?
I'm gonna lay down.
Okay, go lie down. I will talk to you later.
Yep.
Okay. I'm getting back on my main account here. Then we can go do some more stuff. Random question. I made me a new ground build that I absolutely love playing with, but I was wondering how it would perform. I'm game to try it. I know ground is not Chris's thing. Let me jump back onto a proper Confederation or KDF. Not everybody's always fed, I have to ask. Hi, Rasul.
Hello, I think that's a bit easier.
Yeah, definitely easier. Though at this hour of the morning, my brain is gone. Hang on a second. Let me get off of this account. And back up here. And there we go.
Just to give you a fair warning, if you have none of the elements of the build, absolutely none, I think it will cost somewhere around 40 to 50 million to get it from scratch.
Youch!
But I don't think you're missing all that much.
Well, this is my standard ground build that I've been doing for a while. Yeah, this is what I've been using for this one. So, I'm game to try. I know Chris is not a huge fan of ground, so I'm going to put money on he doesn't want to join us for this one. Am I correct in that, Chris?
I can walk you through the build while we wait for the answer.
Sure. What do you want to run?
The build that I have in mind is an engineering build, as I said.
Let me change that question really quick. Which mission did you want to run for testing it out?
Can we run the new TFO? The Borg TFO as 2 people or 3 people, whatever?
We can run the new Borg TFO, yeah. Chris, are you up for the ground Borg TFO? Or anybody else out there? Chris says, nope.
But yeah, let me walk you through the build. And let's see if we can actually get to the build so we can give it a try.
Okay.
Kit modules, the first one is equipment diagnostics.
Okay.
because if you got enough kit performance, you can get shields that are perfectly immune to damage at all times. You just don't take shield damage, it just doesn't happen.
Okay.
Your shields can still be disabled, but you can't take shield damage. There's a difference between those two terms.
Hang on, I'm making notes here. Keep
Then
going.
the second one is Mud's Time Device, because cooldown reduction is always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm using the Devouring Nanite Cloud from the mission. The
Really?
mission reward.
Okay.
Because it has two effects that are really nice. Well, one effect, those minions, the Nanite Clouds themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They are really, really good minions because they keep the enemy in melee with the Nanite Cloud, but the Nanite Cloud is almost immune to damage. Which means that essentially the enemy is rooted in place,
Okay.
effectively. It's not a root effect, but the effect in gameplay terms is basically the same, because the enemy isn't moving around. The second benefit is the cloud is an area of effect damage, not just single target damage. And that means you have 3 clouds of more or less consistent RE damage that just keep enemies in place.
Okay.
The next one is the Reveal Mind Trap, because it teleports mines under the enemy.
Okay, so what was the name of it again?
Reveal Mind Trap.
Okay.
The next one is where the fun part comes in.
Okay.
The Personal Spatial Trajector.
Ah, yes.
And then finally the Covert Assault Drone.
Interesting.
Technically that one is optional, so if you don't have that last slot, then whatever. But it does give good damage increase.
That is an interesting build, and you're doing this on an engineer?
Yep, because equipment diagnostic is engineer only, and I love having shields that are just immune to damage.
Let me see if I've got
For,
an engineer who I can throw that on really quick.
For the armor, I'm using the Romulan Imperial Navy combat armor,
Always good, in my opinion.
because it gives you 50% secondary energy attack damage, and that's important for this build. Because for the shield and the sidearm, I'm using the Borg set. The adaptation set. The adaptation personal shield and the, what's it called, Infinity Rifle or whatever? Infinity Modulator Rifle.
Okay.
Because the 2-piece set of that is whenever you kill an enemy with your secondary attack, you get a stack of plus damage, and that lasts for about a minute and stacks up to 30% bonus energy damage.
Let's see what I've got here. Oops, sorry, grabbed a tactical. Duh.
Not quite an engineer.
Yeah, no, I thought I was grabbing.
Good try, but not quite.
Don't know what I was thinking. Zan isn't high enough rank. She's fine.
And as a weapon, I'm using the Baul White Beam Pistol.
Okay, that I definitely don't have.
Yeah, the pistol I think is 3, 4, 5 million, something in that area. Something like that.
I may have it stashed in a box and I haven't looked.
Yeah, so far I've only been using the full auto rifle, because that's just ridiculous. But yeah.
Let's see
For important traits, the only important ground trait, aside from get as much kit performance as you can to get that immune shield, the only really relevant personal ground trait is Tsunavic's Counsel, which is a massive improvement of your weapon damage, because, well, you deal 48 DPS on everything that you hit with empty proton damage.
Okay, so I'm missing a couple here. See if anything's affordable.
Most of it should be cheap. What's somewhat expensive is the Covert Assault Drone. Last time I checked, it was I think it went up to 30 million at some point, but it went down back to 6 or 7. The pistol is somewhat expensive at 3 to 5. At least last time I checked.
Oh,
And
Reveal
Travis
Mind Trap's
Brown's-
only 100,000. Gee, that's cheap.
Yeah, no one uses it.
Wow.
There was a time when the Covert Assault Drone was in the same area, and then I told other people about it, and then it got expensive.
Diagnostics. Let's see what we've got here.
But yeah, Tanabe's Counsel, the trade is somewhat expensive. I think 6 million, 7 million, 8 million, something in that area.
Some people
But, yeah.
do not pay attention. Somebody's got their equipment diagnostics mark 12 for less than somebody's got their 4 and their 6. Guys, pay attention when you put
No,
these things
that's
up there.
actually intentional. Because if
Because
you buy it lower and then upgrade it, you have a higher chance of upgrading to a higher rarity.
This is true, but not everybody wants to
Yeah.
do that. Okay, so I've got that. Let's see.
You can only upgrade that to ultra rare, not to epic. Just
Oh,
as a warning.
bummer. Let's
Because
see.
it's one of the oldest kit models in the game. It was literally one of the kit models that were in existence when the game was released.
Okay, so I've got
They
my...
just... Yeah.
Excuse me. Woo! Too early in the morning, and it is... Something is pollinating out there. Wow.
Yeah.
So, and what was your primary weapon that you were using?
The Baul anti-proton
Okay.
wide beam pistol.
That I do not have. You had a different weapon you were using as well?
As a sidearm, from the box set, the Infinity Rifle.
Don't know
Infinity
what that-
Modulator Rifle. It's purely for the set bonus. I'm pretty sure you did the event.
Oh, I always do the events. Probably haven't even opened it. Yeah, I haven't even opened it, that's why. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
the
thing
shield-
with doing
the
events
shield
and
and the
then actually
pistol.
opening toys.
Yep. We want the pistol and we want the rifle and the shield from the event.
Which event? This event?
No, it's
Adaptation ground set?
yeah.
There we go.
It's been a while ago.
Yep. Yeah, I don't open stuff. There we
Yeah,
go.
I actually think that the shield is really good for non-engineers.
Mm-hmm.
And for everyone, in terms of defense, it's good for non-engineers because engineers can get invulnerable shields. They don't need shield resistance on a shield. Yeah. By the way, the reasons why your shields can get invulnerable, it's actually a bit funny. Shield resistance works by multiplying the damage with every single source of shield resistance after each other. So if you have 2 times 10% shield resistance, it's not 20%, it's 10%, and then another 10% applied after each other. So, what is it together, 19% or something like that?
Yep. We're going to skip the bowel weapons coming in at 5 million. Nope. Not for an experiment.
Then let me get it for you.
Oh, no. Don't worry about it. I will run with a different weapon for the moment. What am I going to run with?
You do want a wide beam pistol. And if possible, anti-proton.
Let's see. The only wide beam I've got off the top here is my beautiful plasma.
Well, plasma works, but
Yep.
then we have to skip Tenavix Council. You're essentially having half the damage that you could have.
No
On your
worries.
weapon.
Let me run with this for the moment since I only have a few minutes left here.
Yep.
And let's see how this goes. We're going to have to pug it because nobody's responding. Are you okay with pugging?
Perfectly.
Okay.
For ground traits, the ground reputation traits,
Mm-hmm.
you have all 5 slots, I assume. I'm using medical nanites. Regenerate to shield augmentation in case something prevents me from getting equipment diagnostic up.
Can you run that by a little slower? I've got medical nanites. What else did you want to run?
Regenerate to shield augmentation. It's also a green icon.
Got it.
Then active armor hardening.
Okie doke.
Then Landry's tenacity. It's a face, a brown face.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what I'm going to kill to put that on there.
And then the last one is Omega Gravity Impulse Module. For some reason, almost no one uses that one, and it's my opinion one of the most useful ground traits,
That's interesting.
possible. Because it essentially you need to remodulate about a quarter as often as you normally would. And a quarter is quite a bit reduction.
Not there.
It also gives you a dot, but I don't care about the dot.
Okay.
That 5% chance for a dot, who cares?
Alrighty, so I've got those reps on there.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, primary specialization temporal.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Primary specialization should be temporal. Secondary is whatever you want. I use Miracle Worker, but that's just my preference. I'm a tank. So that works for me. But secondary doesn't really matter. But the primary does matter. And that needs to be temporal, because that way you essentially reduce the cooldown of your secondary attack to almost nothing.
Okay, Fighter's going to join us, so give me a second here. Fighter, who are you on? And yes, you absolutely can join us. I just have to find you. There you are. I'm Cole.
Oh, there's another pistol that you could use if you have it.
Which one?
Mr. Whoops.
I do not have Mr. Pups.
That one has an absolutely insane primary attack if you use it with the Covert Assault drone. It's ridiculous.
How do you spell Vups?
Let me quickly... VUP, I think.
it's VUP, yeah.
VUP.
Oh, that's actually not too bad. Coming at 2 million.
It's a ridiculous pistol, but you don't want to use a secondary attack. You want only the primary attack.
Oh, that would be a good replacement. Which one do I want here?
I personally prefer damage modifiers over the other modifiers, but that's just my preference.
I can upgrade it later. Alright, we'll put that in there for my primary.
Just make sure that you don't have the secondary attack in your hotkey.
Okay, I've got
Well,
Mr. Vup in my primary, and my secondary I have got the Infinity Modulator.
Yep. I meant the secondary attack. You need to remove the secondary attack from the hotkey. Because it has an activation time, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And the primary is ridiculous. Every single attack that you make is a cone attack. And it hits up to 5 targets, and each target then gets shot by the Covert Assault drone. Which
Wow.
makes it ridiculous. It's an absolute shredder.
Yeah. Okay. I'm game to give this a try.
You just make sure that everything on the hotkey so you can spam it.
It isn't. I always do mine off the hotkey. I don't. Or sorry, I do not do a keybind on my ground.
Then you'll not see the full effect of the build, because if you have everything on a hotkey and spam key, then you'll just zip all over the place and nuke everything.
Make that sound like a bad.
Especially the teleport is. I mean, just try it. You can right here on ground.
It's fun. It's just fine. Can you hang on for just 1 second?
Sure.
Okay. So I was swallowing all my meds at once, which was a bad idea because every now and then they'll just massively upset my stomach, which is what's happening.
Yeah, that
You
is
know, it's the
unfortunate.
do this with eating food. Food. I can live without food. All right.
Coffee is food, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I will have to set this up, but let's go ahead and do this so I can go jump in the shower and go to work here.
Yep,
Everybody ready?
I'm ready.
Okie doke.
I can't speak for Cole, but I assume he's ready. He's running around next to me.
Too late. Weeble?
Yep.
Okay. Cliff, what's the worst thing that can happen?
We get boggified?
You don't get borified in this, you just get deaded.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, because it's essentially, yeah. Just a Arena Soundpack remake.
Yeah.
Combat simulation is about to begin. Good luck.
Simulation is active. Prepare for combat.
Where are your nanites?
That is an excellent question. Where are my nanites? Nanites, why aren't you coming up? Oh. There they are. They're not where they're supposed to be.
They're around.
Around, yeah. There we go.
I don't know where mine are as well. I just saw that it's only 3, so I assumed it's mine.
Yep, those are yours.
The Borg threat level is escalating.
Oops, wrong button. Yeah, I'm going to have to set up this one a little bit differently.
Yeah. This one is a high mobility build. You're definitely all over the place with this build. I wish the enemy good luck nailing you down. Because you can still teleport even if you're rooted in place.
Oh, that reveal mind trap is lovely.
Yep.
Oh, that one's sweet. Oh,
I love that kit module. That's the reason I'm using it.
oh my goodness. Well, that's a nice effect.
Especially because most mine abilities have a limit of no more than 2 sets of mines.
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't. You can have 3 or 4 sets, it's just fine if you can get the cooldown. And given that we are spamming all the types of abilities with much time device, having 3 sets of mines on the field is not particularly hard to achieve.
Oh, this is making this way too much fun.
Borg are revolting. And your
You see why I have fun with this build, right?
Yeah. No, this is nice.
It is kind of trolling the Borg.
Oops, wrong button.
Yeah, with the nanites all over the place, you're always dealing damage. Between the nanites and the mines, you're always dealing damage.
Jeez. Oh my goodness. I mean, we're up to 10 and it's not even painful.
I mean, you have shields that are probably immune to damage.
Yeah, my shields are fine. This isn't my primary ground build, but I might have to put this in for my primary ground tune for a while. At least for this.
It does make it kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Admittedly, this tune's got the funds that I can build it, but I think I might have to do this on one of my other tunes.
I mean, most of the ingredients are not that expensive, but some of them are a bit pricey.
Yeah, but, you know, you can probably make a sub here and there for some of it.
I'm always finding it amusing when enemies try to do deal damage and just can't.
Just for fun, I wanted to try something there.
Particularly that freaking reptile that
Oh, yeah.
assimilated Sinkethy. You can just ignore the artillery strikes. Just don't care.
I'll drop one.
I mean, look at your shield, it's not even flickering.
Oh, no. No, no, no.
The fun part is you don't even need to disable the wing plumes here, you just need to kill
jeez.
everything.
Oh, that was clean. That was clean. Oh. Okay. That definitely works.
Oh, it works.
I speak
Oh, that is lovely.
I say that fighting
Oh, is
the
it
Borg
there?
can be a harrowing experience.
Okay, definitely going to have to look at that for my other tunes, too.
And I think you can now see why I would like to see what an entire team of that can do.
Well, there we go. That's the project. Oh, I'm not on tonight. What am I saying? That's our project for tomorrow night, then. Oh.
Well, tomorrow morning. The night ones are a bit late for me.
Yeah, for you. Well, we switched a little bit, but even so, the time shift is going to make that different.
Yeah. I mean, right now it's 1300 for me.
Well, that's about right. Yeah, that's middle of the day. That's not too bad. But 12 hours from now will get a little bit more difficult. Ouch.
Yeah.
But to that end, I do need to go get myself ready for work, so I'm going to get out of here. That was most excellent. Thank you so much. I think if I have some time to work on it, I may put that on my low-level tunes if I can afford it today. Because, I mean, I have had a Borg Battle Royale that ran over 20 minutes because everybody died. Constantly.
Yeah, with equipment diagnostic as an engineer, you don't die. It just doesn't happen.
Might have to go for that. Okay, so I've got a project for tonight, folks. Well, we're not here. All right, I'm going to get out of here and go jump in the shower and go off to work because I have this proposal that needs to get done today. I spent the whole weekend working on this flash drive that isn't working and a proposal that is working, and hopefully they'll give us a contract out of it. So on behalf
Good
of
luck.
Thank you. On behalf of Moopsy in the Morning, I want to thank everybody who joined us today. Chris, thank you for being here. Cole, thank you for being here. Rasul, thank you for the fun build. I will try that on a few other tunes tonight. And everybody, we will see you tomorrow. So in the meantime, stay moopsome.